I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
They're gonna bring you a bait.
Nice.
So I feel like everything they do now will feel kind of fake.
Yeah,
Like super fake.
So
They have to be like, woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, it feels super fake. They crack. All them crack.
Simon, it sounds more like they drove you out of the house. I think you lost.
No, I doubt it. Like, what's your point? If there's no rule, they don't follow challenge.
Simon, you need to get on hormones. Tuck you sack back and put some makeup on.
It's kind of weird. I feel like they want me to stay, but it's like, what's the point? Like, it's over. Like, I can enforce more rules, I guess, and nobody follows. They don't care about the challenge.
Your reign ends at 12 at midnight.
Yeah, no, like, it's over. Like, it's over. Like, there's no point. Like, what's the point? It's like, what doesn't matter? All the time. Like, y'all threw up a challenge.
I just gotta say, Chris, you are dead ass dedicated to being a pregnant stuffy mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she's trying to win back points. Who knows?
Well, she's got like the plushie in her shirt. She makes.
I'm pretty sure they come with new game and new rules for y'all. You know, after this, they have to come with new shit.
I can't do this again.
Yeah, I can do it again. It's like,
I'm just not gonna be like.
yeah, it's not gonna work. It's like, you know, consequences doesn't happen. Can't put people in the garage. Like, no punishment. What's the point? It's like, yeah. See, even you agree. You say, yeah. No, it's not.
Two of the same challenges.
I know I gotta do my fucking.
Crack
Garage
Fishtank,
girls require
baby.
contact.
Crack
Chris, can you get a
Fishtank.
singing show in the garage?
Crack
They want me to sing in
Fishtank.
the garage. When are you gonna get ready for your 3-course meal?
I crack the Fishtank.
Midnight, bro. Hopefully she's up.
Who wants to eat at midnight?
Chris, your singing is absolutely beautiful. Love your voice.
Can you sing?
Believe it or not, I actually hate my voice.
Can you sing Simple Man again? Why?
I really do hate my voice, guys. Like, I've never been able to be in choir, right? It was a class of like 30-something girls, like 8 boys, and I was the only fucking boy who wasn't a fucking baritone. I kid you not. And it was so fucking weird. I was like, a fucking alto. A fucking alto, people! I've got too soft of a fucking voice, like, I'm not...
Which vape is yours?
That one seems better.
Okay. These two will go to Frank. We're banning cigarettes. No more tobacco. Okay. That's the first order of business. Second order of business. This is a room freshener. You're one of the few people that clean. It's probably more powerful in your hands.
Alright.
It can increase the smell profile of any room. Now that we're done with all the bullshit, who pooped?
I think Frank or Chip.
also suspect Nick Caminos, extremely undercover. But no one would suspect it, you know? Those are the only people I saw go in there.
Those are the only people you saw go in there? No one else went in there?
Not that I saw. Besides Sylvia, because it's her room.
Sylvia's not a suspect?
I wouldn't think she would do that.
I have 3 suspects and she's one of them.
You think so?
I don't think so, no. I was just saying she's a suspect.
I mean, yeah, she could be a suspect then. If she's been in there. If we're just going off of who's been in there.
But then I cross-reference it with her history of, you know, we look at everything everyone's done and try to give it like a disgust score, like how deep are they into territory that would otherwise make normal people puke.
Then we would put Letty on that list.
Letty has a high disgust score. Okay. Nick Caminos, I didn't consider that.
It's thrown out there, you gotta
Okay.
check everyone.
Is there anything Nick has said to you? Maybe was he alluding to it in your interview? You just talked to Nick, right?
But he did say, he asked if it was me, so I'm like, he's already trying to pin the blame on someone else.
So you think he might, okay. I walked in on you guys talking, didn't I? And then I asked who pooped.
Yeah.
And then when I left, is that when he said that?
No, it was
Before.
the first time I was sitting downstairs. When it first happened, he came down, I was like, was it you? No, he said, I think it's you,
Yeah.
or something.
That's why I waited until you guys were talking to come up and say that, because when he said that to you, alarms were going off in my head. Okay, let's move on. Nick, you just have circumstantial evidence. Frank, let's talk about Frank. What happened?
I feel like it was him. He's been in there a lot. He was messing around with the furniture. Just
Yeah.
to say he wouldn't have wandered into the closet.
I just find it crazy that first there's the pee mattress and now there's the poop in the closet,
Yeah.
back to back.
And he did drink pee today, so he's no stranger to the pee-pee poo-poo.
Whose pee was that?
I think it was his. I don't know who else would have peed in a cup.
So if it was his pee he drank, his pee was in a cup at one time.
For some reason, that cup had my name on it. I don't know why a cup with my name on it is in Letty's room with pee.
Do you think it's a frame job?
I don't know, because I label all my cups and keep them so I can know what to drink, but I'm not drinking piss, so I'm a little confused. Maybe he peed in the cup in hopes that I would drink it eventually, because I have my name on it.
But you didn't pee in the cup. You want to do a DNA test? Chip. What's your thoughts on Chip? You think Chip did it?
Possibly, because he was also in the room. He messed with Sylvia's makeup in there too.
Was you rooting around the top drawer? Have you seen anyone talking to the camera, asking for favors, asking for the viewers to take the camera down?
I haven't seen that.
Our system.
But Vance does talk to the cameras the most, right?
Vance lives in that room, though. You think he would do a?
Oh my god.
Do you think he would do a friendly fire job on his own room?
The sound coming out your speakers.
I mean, he's really friendly with
You
Frank.
have these weird eyes. It's such a sexy.
What's up with the shirtless and the sunglasses?
Yeah, he was out of it. That wasn't Vance. That was someone else. You should say that new Vance.
Oh my god.
Didn't afraid to do something like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Here's a parable, okay? When I was in fucking 7th grade, me and my buddy,
All I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied. Oh, yeah. This room looks like my fucking class of 2012. I got Jane Daniel.
It's real could be a problem, okay, as far as a biohazard goes. But if it's fake shit, you know, maybe we can move on. Okay, Josie, I'm about to ask everyone these same questions, so final thing, final call, who do you think did it?
Chip.
Thank you for your time. I'm going to want this dramatic lighting for all the rest of the interviews because you have the detective light, so
Okay, good.
yeah, I'll probably keep that
Wait,
in here.
freshen it up in here. Fucking birthday.
Simon. Simon. Can I join you for a second? What's good? What are you eating? There's leftovers?
Like none of the contestants would be motivated. None of the freeloaders motivated. Like I broke it down to it's like, and the thing is, we did this game way too well, me and Frank, to where we broke them. Starting with Frank, he broke them, and then none of the contestants cared. They just threw it. So what's the point if we can't enforce shit? We don't care about the punishment. So what's the point? You could come up with challenges and we wouldn't care.
That's all really stimulating and exciting stuff, but the reason I brought you here today, Simon, is I'm trying to figure out who shit in the closet in bedroom 2. And I'm looking for any information, anything you give to me, it'll be in confidence, okay? And you're leaving anyways, right? You know,
Yeah.
You broke the game, you broke the fish tank.
Yeah, I broke the fish tank.
So, I just want to know, Simon, who do you suspect of shitting in bedroom 2 closet?
Could be Chip.
Chip.
No.
Did you see anyone go in? to
No, I
bedroom 2?
didn't. Like, the only thing I know is I was in the room chatting with that guy, and he gave me some really good advice about what to do, about my career.
Yeah.
And that was it. And when I got downstairs, that's when they told me about somebody shitting in bedroom 2. So I know Chip was passed out on bathroom 4.
So you're willing to testify that you had eyes on Caminos before the shit happened and after the shit appeared?
I have eyes that Caminos shitting.
No. You were having an interview with Caminos the whole time.
Yeah, that's what exactly
So
what
he's
happened.
not a suspect?
He's not a suspect. This is like his property, so why would he be a suspect? Like, why would he shit on his own property?
Well, when you own a house, you can kind of do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean,
It could be some sort of sick game he's playing. It's my closet, I shit where I want.
could
But because of what you said, I'm going to not put so much resources into that. You know, resources are spread thin. I got 3 officers and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Ship. Now, do we have anything that really ties him to this, or is it just because he's a homeless drug addict that we're suspecting him of taking a shit there? And what's his motive? What would his motive be? He couldn't find the bathroom.
You know, I wouldn't shit on my own cabinet. That's all I gotta say.
You wouldn't shit on your own cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Nothing. I'm out of the game, so I don't have to say much.
Yeah, so you don't really care about this?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Well, if you were to falsely accuse anybody that you just don't like, I'm asking for 3 suspects from everybody, and you
Okay.
don't care, so you
Yeah.
can just pick 2 people that you want to accuse of this.
Vance.
Okay. Yeah, Vance.
Vance.
He's a piece of shit.
I picked
Vance
Vance
twice.
for all 3. Yeah.
Two
Is that
votes.
okay? Can I
Yeah,
pick
that's
Vance
fine.
all 3?
So
Yeah.
Vance right now is currently prime suspect, top suspect.
Yeah, I'm picking for him. He's going crazy without his Vance pill. And that's the reason why nobody cares anymore. Because he's the first one that cracked and all them cracked. So.
Why is he such a pivotal part of what's going on here?
Because he's the one that make it seem like the challenge doesn't matter. He sat on the couch, he wore shoes, and Sylvia following him.
Yeah.
And I was surprised with Josie following him. I thought she would be like mentally strong.
Yeah.
But after that, you know, he said, oh yeah, arrest me, you can't touch me. So it's like, what's the point of having challenges? You can't enforce rule of punishment. It's just like, okay, what can we do? And our job worked, because that's our job, to make them not do the challenge. So
Well, it seemed like the war went dark, turned into a dark war. It was a cold war, now it turned to a hot war. You know what I'm saying? What happened is,
it's not a war, there's no consequences. So there's zero consequences. They really don't care about being a contestant on the show. So why does it matter if they don't care?
well, they don't care because you guys are in charge. You guys are the freeloaders.
But the thing is, they don't care, so what's the point? We can't do anything to them. You can watch it, but it doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care.
The staff, us, we could pepper spray them. We got cleared that with the lawyer. We can pepper spray them all we want. Should we do that?
I guess. I mean, you pepper spray them, their eyes will be, and then they say, wow. That would make them leave right away. Probably. I wouldn't need somebody pepper spray me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'll probably table that one.
Not too far, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, we did our job. We cracked them. They're cracked. They don't care. And I feel like I did too much of a job. Good job.
Well, all they had to do, and the whole point of the challenge was to just see how long it took to just stop doing it. So by that measure, I feel like they succeeded.
No, they stopped. They cracked. They don't care. So they won't take any challenges. I wouldn't take shit seriously anymore. So I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You leave tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, tapping out.
Yeah, I'm tapping out.
I feel it.
Because I see the game, and I see in this game, they crack with this game. And the game that's a little bit tougher than this, then there's this crack. What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think their full focus is on elimination challenges. And when it comes to these day-long tirades,
I mean, they crack and they don't see that. They don't see any consequences of them getting eliminated, so they don't care.
Yeah.
For the game to work, there has to be consequences of being eliminated. But I don't know what you base it on, but they don't care. So, what's the point? What can you do?
I base it on shadow points.
What's that?
It's a hidden system underlying the game that will come into play.
Shadow points.
Not in this elimination, but the next one. Every action they've been taking since the beginning has earned them a score of shadow points. The more shadow points you have, the darker you are. And when the light goes,
Simon, this show is the most exposure you will ever have in your pathetic career.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
that may or may not be true. But the point is, Simon, if you do decide to leave tomorrow, I'm still going to take your votes for who's guilty here seriously. Okay?
Yeah.
And more importantly, everyone really loved you here. And that's for real. Because you're mad funny, and you're super smart, and you add something to this house. So, I wouldn't ask an insane person to stay here.
Yeah.
It takes a certain level of insanity to even...
You dropping Vance pills in there? You dropping Vance pills?
The fact that you were here for even a short stay takes a lot of courage and bravery.
That's true, yeah. The show took me upside down.
Upside down, but you're going to go right back up. You have a comedy show tomorrow. On the 13th.
Yeah, I have people hosting it in my place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that's why you wanted to leave tomorrow morning.
No, not really. I canceled my show.
Yeah.
Like the show that I was supposed to be on, or the show that I'm hosting, I got somebody to guest host. So that's not why.
Yeah.
The reason why I want to leave because me and Frank literally broke the game. It's like the game is to make the contestant follow the challenge, but none of them care, and that was broke the rules. So that's no point of us doing anything because nobody cares. So to me, it's like, what's the point? And we broke the game. It's like, okay.
Simon, I think the game broke you.
No, it didn't broke me because we broke the game. What else can you do? Nobody's they don't see the consequences. So what's the point? Why would people care if there's no consequences? Think about it.
Do you remember when I told you that if you could make someone vomit from drinking too much and the day drinking that you could get a fish bug?
Yeah.
Why didn't you try?
I did. I told him that if you vomit, you want to follow the end of the rule, and Vance make it seem like he's doing it, but he's not really doing it because he didn't want to give in. But they give in by just breaking the rule, which was weird to me. That's like, that's all they don't care. It's like, they just broke the rule and they're like, so what? They're like, what's going to happen? Like, so what? So, another challenge you get is going to be like, so what? And that doesn't make me feel like, why should I care? I'm like, so what? It's like, there's no consequences. This game only works with consequences. There's zero consequences.
Should be.
I mean, one of us should get kicked out. The one that broke the most rules should get kicked out to show that there's consequences. Yeah, I feel like Vance had money, so he don't give a shit. I don't know who broke the most rules in all the challenges because I wasn't here since the beginning. Like,
I know who has the most shadow points.
yeah.
But that's for me to worry about, you know.
Yeah.
And it would be, I wouldn't want to say that.
Yeah.
In fact, you're the first person that knows about shadow points, and I would appreciate it if you keep that kind of, you know.
I keep on the down though. I respect. Yeah. I feel like he might have hurt you. It's kind of fucked up.
Nah, he doesn't understand anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just focused on bullying you guys right now.
Yeah.
So, alright. I'm focused on, okay, here's another hypothetical. You think the person who broke the most rules for this challenge should leave? Here's another one.
Yeah.
The person who shit in bedroom 2 closet, what should I do to them?
To me, it's like, what's the motive of shitting in bedroom 2 closet? Like, unless they really wanna like fuck with that person. Who's on bedroom 2?
Vance, Sylvia. And we would never assume that you'd shit in your own room, would we?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the perfect cover?
That would be a good cover.
And what do you think would happen if someone shit in a closet? Do you think they'd get kicked off? Who was the one making all the hard rules for the past 2 days? The one killing all the fun, Simon?
For the past 2 days, killing all the fun. Isn't that me?
That's you.
Yeah. I mean, you could kick me off. You could put me on that charges so I can be kicked off.
Simon, I know it wasn't you because I have full camera track on you, but I think this might be a frame job in your name.
I'm okay with that, you know.
You'll go down for this?
I'll go down for it to get kicked out. I'll be known as shit, sorry.
So you're telling me I can just blame this whole thing on you and then I won't have to worry about it and I can get back to playing phone games in the basement?
Yes.
Okay, well I'll consider that. Simon, thank you for your time.
Alright.
Okay, I gotta keep interviewing people.
Alright. Appreciate it.
A case like this comes once every 20 years. You just pick one up and drag it out, right? Are you talking about your friend?
Yeah, I'm talking about my friend.
Oh, your friend, there's no coming back from that. Your friend, there's no coming back from that. You sleep on the floor now. I think that's just a reality. Vance, can I get you for a sec?
Yeah.
You toss that whole shit down there. You bring the frame down. I'll put it in the trash. There's no repairing that. It's total. Vance. Ready?
The fuck is going on up there?
The whole house is falling apart. Day drinking was too crazy. Yeah. I feel bad, I mean.
sound angry.
Minutes. There's no point to kick him off. But everybody knows if we knew who shit out of their ass into that closet, they're going home.
That's true.
But who was the one making all the tough rules? The tough rules that you rebelled against, Vance?
Yeah.
Simon.
It was Simon. That's for sure.
But why would we kick Simon off when he's been bitching all day saying he's going to go home tomorrow anyway?
It wouldn't make sense. He's basically gone already.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Physically, he was never there.
Yeah.
Vance, I want 3 names.
3 names?
3 people that you think that it could have came out of their ass. And that accusation on Sylvia, let me just be real, baseless.
Baseless?
I'm making stuff up.
I mean,
For that one in particular, but I've been interviewing people. I have evidence, okay? And at the first sign of deception, let's just say you're no longer my CI, okay? That means no more trips to Wendy's, no more Burger King. Vance, name one person you think that shit could have come out of.
It's tough. I think it could have been either Sylvia or Frank. And I think Frank to get on Sylvia's nerves. I think Sylvia maybe to try to get Frank out. The third name, and I'm not sure about this one, but I mean, we know Letty has a history of
Playing with shit.
and pissing in closets.
She peed in the closet.
It's just the next logical step for her to shit in the closet.
Why does it always happen there?
I think
Is this just becoming a comfortable space that we can go to the bathroom, the bedroom to closet?
it seems like it's covered in piss, it's covered in shit. There's a whole. I think it's kind of just the dumping ground of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a precedent has been established in there already.
Now here's the thing, Vance. When I brought Simon in here, I threw you under the bus.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I tried to overthrow his regime.
I asked him for 3 names, 3 suspects. You know what he said, Vance?
He said Vance, Vance, and Vance.
Because you listened through the walls. But I wanted you to hear that.
Yeah.
That's why I spoke like this, and not like this.
True.
You need to deal with Simon. Simon can be a suspect. I mean, there's a big logical loop that leads all the way back to you and Sylvia. Does Sylvia have heart to squeeze that one out in her own bedroom? I don't think so. I don't think she's got the strength.
Maybe not.
Frankly, I don't think she has the courage to do that. And you say it's Sylvia. What do you think Sylvia would do? All right.
That would be my best guess.
Who else does Sylvia not like? And who's Sylvia been accusing of doing it? Who do you think Sylvia thinks did it?
I mean, I know she's not on Chris's good side, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Well, that heat shopping outside the door leads me to believe she wants to know what we're talking about.
Might be a fair assessment.
Frank, what would Frank do? What's Frank's motive? What's his end game?
Hassling
Yeah.
by any means necessary.
So just to trigger somebody.
Could be. And Sylvia's been his target since day one.
It's funny how you don't think you're a target
Of the hassling?
of the shit.
Of the shit.
Just because you didn't react doesn't mean it wasn't targeted at you.
That's true.
You gotta share a room.
That is true.
You haven't even thought about that?
I thought about it.
Okay.
I know I'm definitely being targeted.
There was pee in your bed. Did you do it?
I didn't do it. There's another piss pool in my new bed.
Back to back.
My pants are dry.
Looks like it. Vance. You think it's a one-man job? Do you think there's an accomplice?
I think maybe whoever did it, it is possible that they let somebody else in on it. It's definitely a possibility.
Who are the two peas in the pod that are ready to make all the trouble?
Sylvia Deficatted. She was jealous of Letty getting to play with Frank's piss.
Vince, what about that? You remember when Frank was drinking the piss earlier today during the Hassle Frank challenge?
That is true. I do remember that.
Think about it.
He might have a thing for piss like Letty.
No, Vance, you're thinking wrong. The fact that Frank's piss was in a cup, ready to go,
Oh.
that means he pissed in a cup.
And they had to end up somewhere.
Isn't it funny that Letty knows where that cup is? Ready to pour in Frank's mouth?
That is interesting. That is interesting. She's
Vance,
the
come
piss
on.
queen after all.
Every queen needs her king.
Who is the piss king?
Frank.
Absolutely.
But here's the deal. This whole piss diversion, I can almost nail on them. Almost. I don't have all the evidence, but I have all the circumstances to lead it back to them.
Yeah.
Now this shit ordeal. Someone begged the audience to bring the camera down for 30 minutes while that was going down. I don't have the footage. I have the outside hallway footage. 5 people entered that room within that 30-minute period. Someone I interviewed got almost all of those people. I know who those people are. You were one of them.
Indeed. It is my room, after all.
It's valuable. That is a credible alibi. But it doesn't eliminate you from the pool of suspects. It does make you a low priority suspect, though. Which means basically I get to interview you for 5 extra minutes. Do you think Letty squeezed that shit out of her ass? Did you get a good look on how big that shit was?
I didn't. But when I was peeking around the corner, I didn't notice it. So it leads me to believe it was on a smaller scale.
Yeah. The only thing is, Letty's got IBS.
Vance, it's Lance I am, doing well on WP2. I wish you could be here with me.
Good luck, buddy.
Letty's IBS empties her bowel every 45 to an hour and a half. It would take quite a bit of build-up to get a big turd going. Okay?
Yeah.
Simon really thinks you did it.
I'm sure he does.
And someone else, who I'm not going to release their name, thinks that this whole dark Vance, dark Brandon Vance little thing you're doing today is oddly suspicious timing for the poop to come in. Quote, Vance wouldn't do it, but dark Vance might.
I can see the correlation.
Vance, that's all I got for you. Thank you for the information.
Absolutely.
Case like this, once every 20 years. Letty! Letty! Letty!
Might go upstairs and have like,
Yeah?
It's time to talk.
Okay.
You can scamper on into bedroom 1. You got some chatting to do.
This one?
Yes. Have a seat on the bed.
Whoa, what's happening?
Just sit down. Okay. You're not under arrest. You're free to go at any time.
Can I get a lawyer?
Sure. Call one.
I don't have a phone.
Sucks to be you. Letty. My name's Jet, head of investigations.
Nice to meet you, Jet.
I'm the top detective of a very short-staffed police department. It's a stressful time. My lieutenant puts a case on my desk because he knows my numbers beat all these fat fucks in the office that I should inhabit with. Okay? They're going getting Kit Kats. They're drinking whole milk at 3 p.m. I'm fucking looking at tax records and figuring out the family tree on Facebook. Very simple stuff. Okay? I have a 106 IQ. Okay? And that's enough to beat out all these fucking retards that barely pass the pull-up part of the police academy. Go away!
Okay.
Another time. Alright. So, Letty. Josie, come in. Just come in.
Put this right here.
We'll be safe in here for a little while. Okay. Letty. What's that noise? Listen up, Letty. Someone's shit in the bedroom she closet. And it's my job to figure out whose ass it came out of. Letty.
Am I a suspect?
Why would I tell you that? Usually what I would do is I would gaslight you into thinking you were my classified informant. CI. I'd build rapport, I'd get you a chicken sandwich, I would take you to the methadone clinic. All these sweet things that cops like me do to earn the trust of a junkie. Okay? You're Bubbles. And me, I'm the cool white one. Alright? And we're driving around and it's the best show ever made on American television. Letty, your name is popular. Okay? A lot of people have been talking about you. Letty, I want to know. 3 people. 3 people you think are responsible for that shit.
3?
3 suspects. Who do you think? Who's been in there? Have you seen rooting around?
Well, Vance has been acting really off today. First, he had that dark Vance thing going on. He put on the taxi driver glasses. He took his shirt off, and he was acting all like rebellious.
Yeah.
So he could have done it. He was walking around here whistling, and I was like, "You're acting a bit suspicious." And he was like, "Am I?" So.
What was that confrontation you guys had in bedroom 4? You were just coming out, and he came in, walking around with his shirt off, looking all sideways, and then you came into bedroom 3. What did you find in there?
In the 4th bedroom? Or
Bedroom 4, Letty. You were in there. You and Vance were in there in bedroom 4, and you said, "Vance, you're acting suspicious." He walks into the bathroom, looking left, right,
Yeah.
says, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just passing through."
Yeah,
you
so-
come out. You go into bedroom 3, and then what did you find in bedroom 3, Letty?
There wasn't anything in bedroom 3, but what Vance was doing in bedroom 4 was looking for Frank's stuff, and he had something in his hand.
Was it feces?
Maybe. I didn't get a good look at it, but it was in a plastic bag.
If I pinch this sicko, when he gets on stand, he's going to be saying, "That was Dark Vance. Dark Vance did it." He's going to plead
Yeah,
insanity.
you can't let him plead insanity. It's all an act. He's really, like, sane. But he's just
What's his
acting
motive?
like
Why would he Letty, enlighten me, okay? You're telling me Vance squeezed that shit out of his ass, put it in bedroom 2, then picks up the shit. He's going to double dip. He's going to put it in Frank's stuff
Well,
too.
I don't think Vance is the top suspect. I think Vance put it in Frank's stuff as a retaliation because he thinks Frank did it. But the prime suspect is probably Sylvia.
She's been trying everything to get Frank out of the house. I think she could have went in the closet and done it herself to frame Frank.
You're telling me Sylvia would do a false flag poop job in her own closet to frame Frank?
I think so. She's ruthless. She would do anything to get him in jail. She put a used tampon on his head. You think she's above pooping?
Letty, that wasn't a used tampon. That was a tea bag with barbecue sauce on it. I know damn well when I see a used tampon.
Oh, well, I didn't get a good look at
So
it.
every 30 days, in my penthouse, there's several tampons in the trash can. I don't take my trash out that often. Okay? I know what they look like. I know the smell. That was barbecue sauce. Damn well I know that was barbecue
You
sauce.
smell the
Letty,
tampon?
well, it's a very pungent odor. Unlike some people in this house, I have a sense of smell. You know what else I smelled when I came in?
What?
Delta 8. Empty your pockets.
I don't have Delta 8.
What is this, some sort of knife?
That's my hairbrush.
Yeah, sure. What are these, fucking weed gummies?
Tic Tacs. I got them in a loot crate.
That's how you spell your name, L-E-T-I?
Well, I just do it because it's short.
Letty, why do you like to lie to me so much?
I'm being honest.
That's funny. The two suspects are the people who actually live there. If you're going to accuse these two normal Americans of shitting in their own stuff and doing a false flag, I think these people are simple-minded. I don't think they can see that far ahead. When has Vance done anything aggressive? When has Vance ever claimed any ground? When has Vance ever done a plan that's more than one step? You tell me.
Vance doesn't do anything aggressive, but he likes to scheme and do secret things.
He likes to pretend he knows how to scheme.
That's true.
He likes to talk about how his stance is not taking a stance, no stance Vance. That's a tactic. He doesn't know it's his nature.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And Vance won't do anything without somebody above him telling him to do it. So who's that person? If you think Vance is really to blame here, who's the person telling him to smear the shit around?
I don't think that anyone told him to. I think he thinks Frank did it, so he's putting it in Frank's stuff. But Sylvia's really the one that did it to frame Frank.
Sylvia shit in bedroom 2 to frame Frank.
Yeah.
Didn't tell Vance.
Yeah.
Vance finds it. Thinks Frank did it.
Yes.
He takes the poop, and now he's looking for Frank's bags. He's going to put the poop in Frank's bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Sound real sure of yourself.
Well, I think that's what happened if I had to think about it. Don't
As
you
for-
think?
Don't worry about what I think. Letty, you covered Vance and Sylvia, but as for 3 names, you don't think there's anyone else that has anything to gain here?
Oh, well, there was also Chip. He's kind of a wild card. He was throwing everything around in that room. Who knows? He could have went crazy and just took a shit.
What would his motive be? What's his endgame? Why would Chip shit in bedroom 2?
Chip doesn't have a motive. He's wild.
He's a wild man?
Yeah, he's a wild man.
I've seen homeless fucking needle addicts shit in way worse places, so that's very possible.
The floor's not that bad here.
Yeah, because unlike your room, someone lives here and knows how to clean. This is a well-kept room.
Well, it's not my fault Vance keeps putting the trash from the kitchen island in my room.
You believe that?
Yeah.
It's funny. You believe in astrology, too. Buddy. I hate to see you get locked up for this.
What did I do? I was in my room sleeping.
Yeah. What did you do? I don't know. The thousands of Americans who signed up for the military when that holographic plane hit the tower, the C4 went off. You know? Listen, I'm finishing my point. Those, like me, I'm 106 IQ, but those 100 IQ mass, that herd of people who went to the recruiter, signed those papers, 2 months later they're in Iraq and Afghanistan stomping the heads of women and children. You know? Well, they were doing it, they didn't think they were doing bad either. Holy cause.
You know, another theory is that the sharks could have planted the shit in the room to make us all argue about it. Maybe the poop was an inside job.
Really?
It could be.
It wasn't.
Okay. Well, that's what you would say.
Get out of my sight.
Okay.
We both know that's not true.
I don't know.
Case like this, if you're lucky, once every 20 years. Okay. Back up.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard why do you make it hard to trust you? I don't believe anything you say anymore! You betray people! You cheat! You're a cheater! You have no integrity at all! You don't care! You hurt people to get what you want! I knew that there was something wrong with you from the second I saw you! I should have stayed away from you. You are bad news! Bad news! Go! Leave my life! Leave me the fuck alone! Bitch! Think about what we talked about.
Frank! You're not under arrest. You down for that?
Yeah.
What's this? Poopgate. Poopgate was an inside job. I'm innocent. Good performance from Ben. He really had tears in his eyes. I think someone hurt him. Trying to think of laws for the freeloaders.
But if I don't know, I always think if I was playing this game, it would be so easy.
Yeah, I know.
But
It's because Letty's the only one who, and I think Vance a little bit too.
yeah,
They want to play.
what?
They want to play.
They just
Josie's, yeah.
Yeah. Who do we blame this on?
I was thinking Chip. Is the most logical option, right?
Yeah, well, I just want to drag it out and play detective for a little while.
Yeah.
Like a light.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. It's funny.
That was Josie's idea, but when I saw how it looked, I was like, oh,
It's great. It's perfect.
Yeah, I watched The Wire.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Wire?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing that. It's kind of cringy, but
Yeah.
hey,
No snack.
Word. Thank you.
turn that into shit.
Yeah, baby.
People are suspicious of you.
Yeah, they are. What did they say?
I asked for 3 suspects each. Simon is really funny. Vance. He's just mad at Vance.
Wait, did Letty say me?
No.
Weird.
Letty was scared the whole time. Thought I was going to pull a bomb out at any moment.
Yeah,
Keep her on her toes.
of course.
Yeah. You came up twice.
Do they have a strong belief that it was me? Or just a, like a thought? Because
Letty, I think it was, Josie's pretty sure you're involved. We got Vance thinks you're involved. And he didn't even put together the evidence that, you know, you drank the piss earlier and your piss was already in the cup.
Yeah.
It's like they're not even thinking.
When we were down there, I said that it was Letty's piss.
Oh.
So that she peed a little bit in the cup and then, yeah.
Alright. Then you might end up taking the fall for the pee.
It's fine.
But, yeah, we'll definitely put this on.
I think Vance suspects a
Yeah.
peer.
Well, that's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, we can get over that.
Yeah.
You know, worst
It'll
thing.
be fun. Yeah.
But as far as the poop goes, we're definitely going to put that on ship.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because, you know, just heroin addicts like that, they just
Yeah.
shit
It
themselves.
could have been Chip.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, very well could have been.
Could have been Sylvia. That would be so funny. It's just.
I guess we just chill here for like 5 minutes because
Yeah.
all the other ones went by. Well, they were a little bit longer.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I've got a.
Should you not say it?
You'll see.
Okay. I'm sure I will.
You'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Do you need more fart powder?
I think she took it all off to double check.
Okay.
I haven't used any of it yet. Itching powder didn't really do anything. It just made my like body red when I washed it off.
Okay.
Maybe if it was like on there for a long time. I don't know. It seems kind of a little.
Yeah.
Can I not smoke in the house anymore?
Huh?
Can I not smoke in here
Oh,
anymore?
yeah. We're trying to phase that out. You charge these up.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a.
USB-C?
Yeah.
I'll get you one. I think they're both dead.
Yeah, they are.
Set that up. Yeah, I'll get you a USB-C.
God damn.
Have them all submit DNA samples. Letty's comes back positive. Johnson's.
I thought a little bit earlier, so you're collecting people's DNA and saying you're running tests. Yeah. You guys have a sample of the shit downstairs.
Yeah, we recovered the shit in full.
Yeah. Where did it go?
I don't know.
Because it was on a.
I think it's still in play, but I don't know where it went.
Somewhere? Yeah. In the house.
Chat knows.
It's somewhere in the house.
Oh yeah. It's still in play.
Somewhere in somebody's room.
Alright guys, I'm out of here. Fucking told them to clean up and shit. So if they don't clean up, they have an excuse to be pissed off at
Did you hear what we were saying?
Technically no.
Okay. But they're hanging out. They're hanging out.
No, every once in a while, I'm sure over there. Like someone's walking by for sure.
Cool. Alright.
But I think actually Letty, I think Vance actually might have just came from the bathroom, whereas Letty was just in the room. So you guys are probably more. They're not necessarily eavesdropping. To be clear.
Well, they are. They put their ears up to the wall.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. But right at this moment, it didn't seem like it. In all reality.
You dipping out?
Yeah, I'm gonna link up with Chris, and then I got like a little gift from him. I think like that Steam Deck lets him use like the Switch controllers.
Yeah.
And he's on the Zelda, so I got him like a Zelda Switch controller case thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go chill.
Did you get any deeper in people's career paths today when you were talking to them?
Yeah, definitely. I think if like the first time I came through it was like Amazon, the second time it was like the 10 like business models what you guys doing. Today it was like, okay, let's get yourselves like support teams.
And who sucked the most? Be honest. Damn. Who do you think's gonna be like homeless and fucked up and have no money as soon as they get out of here?
Oh, well, definitely Letty, because she doesn't have anything going on.
Yeah.
But then, like, the whole point of the conversation was to point that out to her, and then it was like she got it. So like,
You scared her and said you're about to be homeless, basically.
I made like a comment like, I don't want you fucking homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that would be fucked up. Like, I was like, I got a vested interest in you guys. I invested into the show. I invested into you guys.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want you guys being like fucked up after the fact. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, but I mean, as far as like what that exercise was, honestly, Frank was like the only one I couldn't like make like an impact on because like he's already so well established.
Yeah.
Is that viable? Maybe.
Next time you're down, I'll speak to you about that.
Okay.
Something just came up regarding that specific type of toy.
Otherwise, it would be Josie, bro. Otherwise, it would have been Josie.
She's the worst.
Cause it's like, well, what the fuck do you do with yourself?
Well, I think she's like set.
That's what I mean. So then it's like
She doesn't
kind
care.
of hard to like.
Well, she figured out that all these plushies, they're $500 a piece.
And then
She didn't know that until today.
Oh, she should not have known that. Was that like?
So
No,
then
it's
she's
fine.
like,
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't care. But I think she's like, oh, I'm good.
Frank, can you open hand slap
Wait,
Simmons'
since
bald
then,
head
she
for claiming
gets
to break the
she
tank?
gets $500?
No. Every time.
So
She knows
knows
people are
she's,
willing
like,
to drop some cash, basically.
Oh.
So now she's like,
She's feeling hot shit. She's got an ego now.
yeah.
Alright, no.
And did you tell her that?
It might have come up.
I think you told someone else,
I
and I
think,
knew
yeah,
that it would
it's-
eventually get back to her.
Yeah.
I saw you tell Letty,
Yeah.
and I know Letty's going to
Letty's just, yeah,
get back to her.
Yeah.
So
All of this is like good though, in one sense from another. Like,
Yeah.
Like it can all spin up.
yeah, I was just looking for the biggest loser, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like but in all reality, it's like who can you like? How do you help like people in those different circumstances? And it's like if I can't help him because he's already advanced, Josie don't give a fuck.
Just take it to
It's
the
like-
bus stop.
You know what I mean? It's, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like whereas everybody else had like something constructive, like even Letty asked me like how do I create an actor in a character or something like that? And I was like, well, like because I was telling them how to make like you gotta make micro adjustments as you go. And she's
Yeah.
like, what micro adjustments should I make? And I was like,
Jet, can we get
I
a
could
blackface
actually give her
challenge
controller
winner?
shit.
It's reparations from the guppies.
So like
No.
whereas like if that wasn't the case, it would have been like if she didn't ask me any questions, I would say she was the worst one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But she,
Otherwise, you would say Jameson.
you know, yeah. Well, how about this? Yeah, I mean, well, he's fucked up. How about this? Next time you come, can you print out how to apply for food stamps, how to get disability, and just run through the steps of like how to become like a SSI baby?
Yeah, because I can be like, because if they don't clean up in the next 40 minutes or some shit,
Yeah.
then I'll be like, I think you're all going to be homeless.
Did you
So
tell
I-
them? Did you
Yeah,
tell
I
them
was
to
like,
clean up?
make sure you guys clean up. I'm going to be at my boy's house in 40 minutes. I'm going to know if you clean or not.
Okay,
So
yeah.
when I walk out there, I'm gonna be like, I'm going to know.
Yeah, Daddy's gonna be mad.
And then, yeah, like to the effect of me, and like we can do that. Like I have an excuse to do that now.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I fucking do that.
Frank, I understand this loud, crazy place is getting to you, but remember, it's a
Give
game.
you guys, because this is what I think you're worth.
I'm all good.
We're chilling.
I'm fine. I'm just tired. I'm not very.
So yeah,
Yeah, take it easy. Tell the boy I said, what's up? Ready to go?
and then if the whole money thing, maybe I'll catch you guys up if it makes sense.
You got paper?
Oh, I do technically.
Just text me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like because I didn't know what you could do about.
Well, I'm doing interrogations and like a case like this once every 20 years, if you're lucky.
Dude, it's the fucking unicorn.
I'm telling you.
It's the unicorn. Alright guys, just take it up. Fucking clean it up. I'll go in 40 minutes. I'll go. I'll go my voice. Fucking, you guys absolutely stop playing. Alright, thank you. Come on. You see it guys.
Hey, Chris.
speak for a second? Oh, you're busy? No problem.
What's up, Frank?
I want to speak to you a better one.
How long?
Huh?
How long?
6-7 minutes.
They're making plans for the next presidency.
Let me turn one
Doesn't
out.
matter. I don't give a fuck. You guys. I don't give a fuck. You guys probably give a fuck. I mean, do you guys have to follow the rules like they did?
No.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. You can piss on the floor and
Keep an
do
eye
not
on
care.
keep an eye on the veggies. Don't let anyone touch these with us.
And what happened? You win a fish buck if you don't
I'm coming.
wear shoes? It's cooking a 4-course meal. You bought that before.
Welcome, Burrito.
I'm good. Before. He bumped into a 4-course meal. Dude, Chris is gonna be the star of the show. Like,
Yeah, he is.
yeah, I hope he, I hope they make a rule when like the free Nolan could win the challenge. That's when like you will win.
It would be so funny if Chris won the whole thing.
Yeah,
That would be the funniest
that'd be the
possible
funniest
thing.
shit ever. Yeah, most charismatic.
That water, like, has stuff floating in it.
Well, I don't know what he's gonna put. in
Whose
it.
water is that?
He told me to
Is
watch
that
it.
Chris's?
Yeah, he's
He just left it on and went upstairs?
No, he told me to watch it when he go out. I don't know how long he got bored for. No. Yeah, that's not crazy boring, so.
It was just chips.
Yeah. I didn't see what happened to him. You're really starting to smell better.
What did you spray there?
No, I'm not. I'm just starting
Oh, you gave me spray lemon cream.
to
You gave me room spray lemon cream.
Nice. Those are all good.
It's my stomach.
Huh?
Nothing.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. But you prepared an opening and closing statement.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to like practice them or say them in front of the cameras though, because we kind of got fucked by that last time with the skit.
That's true.
I want it to have like a instant kind of impact thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Straight up, and I don't need that pool, but in the moment I was kind of going through my own thing.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like, okay, well, just make sure.
Well, it's a force multiplier.
Exactly, 100%. And he eventually backed off, and I think he went and fucked with Sylvia for a little bit. I think he went over there to see if she had cigarettes.
Yeah. Did she?
He seemed, I don't know if she did.
She didn't have any cigarettes?
She might have had one, but I don't think she would have shared with him.
Yeah, she wanted to share with chips.
But he definitely seemed desperate for like a cigarette or a drink or just whatever he can get his hands on.
Anything to get his rocks off.
Yep. And it's he's the number one suspect because he'd be the kind of guy that's fucked up enough to do it. And
Yeah.
it does seem like before coming here he took something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it could have been. It could have been, honestly, it could have been speed.
Speed, yeah.
Because the way he was acting, how like high energy but like desperate he was, it almost seemed like, oh man, I want some fucking speed, man. I need that sip, I need that fucking drink, man. That kind of shit thing I've seen out on the streets. People fucking looking out on some fucking speed.
Deputy.
You think he would do anything to like excite him?
Yes.
You think pooping could have been like a drug for him?
You would be surprised how many drug addicts are actually into scat. I was honestly quite surprised. Cold shower shit was bad there.
Especially speedheads.
Yes.
Because they're into hardcore.
I know.
Anal.
Speaking with some of the other contestants.
Yeah.
Some of them think that maybe he was on oxys or some Xans.
Yeah.
But I think, I honestly think maybe a little speed, maybe a little bit of Xan. Just, he's a little too high pop for a downer to be what's hitting him.
Yeah. So you think in that rattled state of mind, where he's looking for
100%.
cigarettes, he's looking for anything. These type of people, me and you both know, they frequent two places: methadone clinic, pawn shop. Okay. They're taking our Xboxes, me and you, hardworking Americans.
Yeah.
They're taking our Xboxes up the street. They're selling them for fucking $9. You remember that case we worked out?
$9 is crazy.
Fanny, do you remember me? Barley Awake extracts your natural-born poop detective.
I do remember that.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. That cheap speed, it's a $9 hit.
I know.
Good speed, stuff like businessmen, millionaires,
Yeah.
and hardworking.
They're dropping 30 for even half it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They're dropping serious stuff.
That's the good stuff.
Exactly. But then my second possible suspect.
But those people don't shit in the closet. They shit in a golden toilet.
Exactly.
Because they run America.
Exactly. My second suspect, believe it or not, is Simon.
Oh.
Simon was really, really intoxicated earlier.
Yeah.
He's been really focused on the fact that he's leaving tomorrow.
Okay.
Like, oh, and in my presence, see, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
He seems not very happy people aren't listening to him.
Yeah.
Seems like he's really pissed that no punishments seem to be doled out.
Yeah.
Which is...
Are you pissed about that?
I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I wish the contestants would have taken that a little bit more seriously. Because I think they're going to expect the same from us freeloaders tomorrow to be more serious with it.
Yeah.
That being said, those are my main two. Frank. Now, I know we all want to point the finger at Frank. 100%. I can see where people come from. He's been a dick. He's been a fucking real active one at that. But something, I don't know, something the way Frank talks about the situation, it feels more, I'm not the one who fucking did it, but I wish I would have thought of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you create the time machine, your buddy goes back in time to kill Hitler, you didn't, you're like, well fuck, I wish I would have thought to go do that.
I don't think he's above it.
You don't think he's above it?
I don't think he's above it, but I think the same thing you think. I think that he wishes he would have pulled that off.
Exactly, because he's sitting there and he's like, that's just not me. Like, he literally admitted, I wish I could have pulled that off. Which is something, seems pretty blatant that, like, he wouldn't have done it.
Deputy, Frank listed you as a suspect. Yeah.
He really listed your deputy as a suspect.
I mean,
I feel like that makes him more suspicious.
100% now. Now I'm even having some suspicion raising here, because she's a sweetheart. I honestly couldn't see her taking a BLM protest like that. Exactly, we don't shit.
Jack, can you and Josie stand back to back? This is critical to the case.
But straight up, it seems like now that I've heard these kind of thrown some accusations, it could possibly be him. But it's like, try to allocate percentages of what I think.
yeah.
I would honestly say Chips would be like a 65.
Okay.
It would be probably a 20% when it comes to Simon.
Okay.
And then the rest would also fall upon Frank. I don't know, there's something about Frank where just the way he's saying things, the way he's wording it,
Yeah.
makes it almost sound like it's just, he wishes he would have done that.
Now, I hate to bring this up, but have you ever done any pranks with shit?
No. Well, actually, once when I was like 13.
Okay. Same.
Mother and her friend were both occupying the two bathrooms. I had a shit real bad, so I took a shit in the litter box, left it by the door.
Yeah.
Of course, mom's friend comes out, freaks the fuck out. Mom, the cats are sick. And up until my mother's death, I never told anyone. because I never told my fucking mother that was my shit.
Yeah.
She legitimately thought the cats were all sick. She's checking all the cats all day.
Yeah.
But that's like it. I would never do anything like shitting in a fucking closet. That's just...
Yeah.
As a fat guy, that's going to be hard for me to do without just pulling my pants off straight off. Especially with no ass.
What about Letty? She's the scout queen. She's basically fucking turned on.
Did you get information out of her?
Something in me thinks that it couldn't be her.
Okay.
But I do have some plans tonight with her. I could see if I could drum up maybe an interaction or two and see if I can't figure something out.
Here's what I think. My interview with her was highly suspicious. Now, I don't think that came out of her because I got several pictures, flash photography photos of that shit. And she's a tiny girl. The thing about Letty is she's got IBS, which means her bowel gets emptied every hour and 30 minutes at the maximum. Okay.
Yeah.
She can't build up that much shit. It comes out like rabbit pellets.
Yeah.
Okay. Letty, she didn't squeeze it out. She's been buddy, shoulder to shoulder with all the common suspects that I'm hearing.
Exactly.
And Letty doesn't do brave shit alone, just like Vance.
True.
Vance. When they said Vance was the one doing this, I said, well, who's the one that told him to do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because no, he would have done something like that on his own.
Letty's the same way. Letty and Vance, that's why they're always together. They bounce right off of each other, trying to figure out who's the alpha. Okay, that circle will go around 1,000 miles, Chris.
Exactly.
Alpha. Letty, she's a schemer, and I think she may know information.
Why is no one accusing Josie eating all parts of an animal has to cause poo-poo?
Anyhow, like I said, I'm willing to do a little bit of work myself, see if I can pull any info for you.
Yeah.
I could easily get that for you because, well, it's going to be a bit of a little magic mail in thing. And you might be able to coerce some information out. Simple conversation, just across the table.
Yeah.
See what I can pull up for you, but even if you were to put her on the list, I'd say she's one of the more lesser likely ones. I wouldn't say less likely than Josie, because she's a sweetheart, but like I would say...
I just think she knows something.
Just slightly less than Frank.
I don't think she did it. In fact, I know that poop isn't hers, Chris.
But she had somehow an interaction that set that up.
She may, not necessarily know. She may know nothing, but I think she's a solid lead to figure out who did this.
Well, if you want, I can make some work on that lead and see if I can't pull some info for you.
She trusts you, Chris.
She does.
And a crime like this, I know your relationship is brewing, and you guys just started becoming friends, but if you could just root around, it doesn't have to be the end of y'all's friendship, and it doesn't have to be the end of her stay here. Exactly. I just want a little honesty, okay? I want her to come back in this interview room and talk to me like I'm not some fucking retarded 6-year-old.
Yeah. Give me some time tonight, and I'll get that work done.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you guys have fun. Alright, what up there?
Deputy. Do you trust him?
No.
I think he just fed me a whole lot of horse shit.
It's like the shit you might have took in that closet.
I don't think it was his shit. I don't think he can get down that low. But I think he's running cover for Letty. And I think that conversation tonight that they're about to have, it's basically going to be like, hey,
The cover-up story.
they're looking for you. You need to hide all the evidence. I think that's what he's going to do. He's mad at me because he asked for candles for the 3-course meal.
You can get him.
I didn't get them because I was busy cleaning up this other shitstorm.
Detective Silly Billy, your case is growing colder by the minute.
Case like this, you're lucky. Every 20 years, you'd be lucky if you got a case like this. You think it's going to solve overnight? Fuck you. God. Keep your eye out, deputy.
everything is done for me. All for me.
So let me ask them now. Where did that kind of weird mirror go?
Yeah.
Is there anything we should know about?
No, everything is done for me. Like, for y'all, have fun. Have fun while you're here, you know? Have fun.
Exactly.
When you're here, yeah, have fun. Live it up. Get in the doorway. Nice.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Good.
Good Chris.
Keep it up and going.
Wouldn't it be funny if I got like sent back or kicked out for shitting in the closet?
Did you actually do it?
Who knows, you know?
Are you going to bed soon? Is that why you're flossing your teeth?
No, there's just, I just ate some shit. Get it out.
You ate some shit?
Like steak and
You
chicken
ate the
today.
shit, Vance? Is that where it went? You ate it. Oh my goodness. So did you already write your opening and closing statement?
You know what makes here?
Food from a restaurant every 3 days?
No.
Nothing like this could ever happen again.
It must have been either Chip or him or maybe Vance. Because Chip threw all my makeup on the floor, like my makeup brushes and everything.
Bonus question for Sylvia. Would you challenge Joey Chestnut in a hot dog contest?
I don't even fucking eat hot dogs.
The shit was a false flag. The clip of Sylvia shitting is front page on Reddit.
It's not true.
Yeah,
Obviously. Here's the thing, Sylvia. I wish I had camera coverage for Veteran 2, but here's what makes me think this is actually a pretty deep job. Is you guys know that the audience can take a camera down, right? You didn't know that? The same way you can get a loot crate delivered, one of the things on our site is you can take a camera down. There's no notification on y'all's end that a camera goes down, but it happens pretty frequently. If everyone's having fun, a way people troll is they'll take the camera down, and then people can't see what you guys are doing.
Attention, you are in bedroom 1. Please remain seated, Chet. You are sexy today.
What are the odds that someone would take down a camera
And
right
that
at the
would
same
happen.
time that would happen, and basically ruin our footage archive So we can't even see who did it. What I have is a list of 5 people who entered that room in that time period. Okay? And some of the suspects you're listing, all of them went in there. Okay? Chip, Frank, and Vance. The only thing with Vance is why. I mean, let's be honest here. Have we ever seen Vance do something brave that someone didn't tell him to do? If Daniel or John wasn't telling him to do it, would he, you know?
Well, never Frank told him that because Vance has been getting a lot of TTSs today that he's not being interesting enough and people are going to replace them.
So you think that would push him into Frank's arms?
Maybe.
Whoever did it.
And, I mean, it seems like Frank's already pissed in there twice. Because I kept getting TTSs that Frank pissed in there, and that's the only one that makes sense. So if he pissed in there, why wouldn't he shit in there?
It seems like Frank. It's no coincidence that this all starts when Frank gets here. The piss I can almost, with certainty, based on the evidence I have, pin on Frank. Okay? Josie. Deputy Josie. Do you remember in the Hassel Frank competition, Letty grabbed a cup that was full of Frank's piss and made him drink it? Do you remember that?
How would she know it was piss since he explained it? And
How-
Letty works behind the scenes a lot.
How would Letty know that there's a cup of leftover Frank piss ready to go? Because I told nobody that we were doing the Hassel Frank challenge. Debbie, do it around.
There's a lesbian in this room, and it's not Josie or Sylvia.
It's me.
What are they doing? Are those my handcuffs or those are yours? I'm not going to use it. I just wanted to film.
Josie, I like your outfit. I have something else to say when she gets in the room.
Yeah. They're just gonna fuck around and pretend they don't want to listen it through the door. We've been having this problem all night.
This is the weirdest episode of Casting Couch I've ever seen.
It's NCIS, actually. Okay? I view you as a victim of this crime. And I would view Vance as a victim too, because it's his bedroom.
He doesn't care. I just asked him, and he just said, well, my bed's getting pissed me off, so I don't care. Basically, all the measures about I just asked him that.
What's going on out there?
I mean, I saw Frank, Letty, and Vance all kind of standing around out there.
I understand the first day he got here, first thing he did was use the restroom. I went up there to use it, and he didn't fucking flush.
Yeah, that's definitely his MO.
It's looks similar to that.
Really? Same consistency? Same pellet size?
Lines of a huge shit situation we're in.
Where's the shit now?
Someone cleaned it up and put it in a Walmart bag and then had it on Vance's bed, and I just didn't touch it. Then when I did my talk with Caminos, it was gone.
Disappeared.
So,
Do you know who could have, because I saw it get moved to the bed, deputy.
Who
Do you
did?
know what happened? Who got the shit after it was on the bed, and where is it now? Do you know?
I feel
Yeah,
like
it feels like it disappeared.
I feel like whoever
It wasn't
took the
staff.
shit picked it up, because who else is going to pick up someone else's shit?
Letty. Letty would definitely pick up someone
Do
else's
I
shit.
search your room?
You have full authorization to search Letty's room. You need backup screen. If Letty has shit in her drawers, it's going to be a big problem. But that's neither here nor there. Sylvia, the first name you mentioned was Chip. What were you seeing Chip up to around the time of the incident?
He was just everywhere.
Yeah.
He was just looking for cigarettes in everyone's room. But I don't think he could produce shit like that in his size, his body frame. It's more of a big man.
Yeah. So, based on the poop itself, you're thinking it's either Vance or Frank?
Pretty sure it's Frank.
I found something a little suspicious.
What did you find, Deputy?
Under her bed is usually pretty dirty, but right now there's a singular bottle of Pepto-Bismol, almost perfectly placed under her bed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Usually she has all sorts of candy and fucking stickers and the baby games under there.
Hmm.
Maybe she's having an IBS flare-up.
Maybe.
This is fucking with my head, man. I just want to know who did this. And I want to get a fish buck from whoever did this. Because I think I deserve it. Been really affected. Vance, not so much. I don't know why. Like I said, maybe it's because this stuff's not in the closet. It's just mostly mine. And right in front of my suitcase, too. Perfectly right in front of my suitcase. So, if I wanted to leave, I couldn't even roll my suitcase out of the fucking
It
closet.
feels like everyone is lying. Who can you trust, man? Trusting people is hard.
I'm working on it! Jesus Christ!
NCIS, more like NIGS.
I've never had a case this hard. Okay? I came from a small town, population 3 million. 3 million heads of hay. Okay, we didn't have crimes like this. There's this new era of soulless degenerates roving around the streets, no rhyme or reason. Back in the day, if you wanted to steal, it's because you were hungry. But now what do we have?
Shit in the closet. But I can highly promise you it wasn't
It's
me.
the spirits. Josie released them from the closet. Do not trust her.
Don't trust whoever said that. So Chip seems
Josie,
to
your
have this
personality is
random.
garbage. You're boring and ugly and disgusting. Leave now.
Chip seems to have this randomly generated thought process that leads him around the house, and maybe there's some magnetic field or something he's tapped into. It could be fentanyl, it could be bad meth. He's just walking around and doing this and falling over. I thought he was dead earlier, and I dragged him by his feet out of bed 4. And that kind of leads me to believe that he wouldn't have done it because he was passed out, but according to the timestamps, he entered right at about the 11-minute mark of the beginning time period that could have happened. So basically he had 11 minutes to get in there and do that job. That poop was big, I get that, but sometimes looks can be deceiving. Chip is a common suspect. You're the last person I talked to because I knew that this information would be more useful if I cross-referenced it with what you think. Because I think you're closer on the pulse in this. I mean, we've got people saying it's fucking Simon did no fucking way.
No, he was talking to Nick in better form, pretty sure.
Yeah, that's one conclusive piece I have. They think, and someone said Nick Caminos would do it. Josie said Nick Caminos would do it.
I don't think Nick won't do that.
It would be a crazy cover.
He's too clean. He wants a place to look nice. Let's take pride in this house.
Yeah.
It's not him.
In a case like this, you gotta.
I asked him, and he seemed offended when I asked him.
Man. He's Greek. And Greeks don't take kindly to scandalous.
Detective Neptune, it's the chief. You are off the case. Hand in your badge and gun.
Not like this, man.
I'll go rogue if I have to. I'm gonna solve this case, goddammit.
It wasn't Chris.
Mama Fratelli, Mama Fratelli, Mama Fratelli, Mama Fratelli, Mama Fratelli, Mama Poopy.
Fit his frame in his space. I mean, look at the logistics. Come on. 375 pounds and a little. No.
Here's the thing, though. There was no toilet paper. Even some filthy animal would wipe when they're done, right? Right? Maybe not. Okay. But here's what I'm thinking. I think that the whole cup situation. Do you remember when Letty had the cup of the piss? Letty, hear me out here. Letty knew where Frank's piss was at the perfect time, which conclusively means that she was in on the piss stuff. Okay, Letty was part of the piss war. And you know she loves piss and shit.
They were talking last night, too.
Okay, Letty knows a thing or two about which cups Frank pisses in. Okay? Which means you don't. If you have a cup of piss, you can transport the piss to the location at which it's being deposited. You don't have
You
to be
think
there.
the shit was transferred?
It's a possibility. Someone could have squatted down and squeezed it out, but the only thing that makes me think that is the cup. When Letty brought the cup of the piss out,
And there is a red cup in the closet.
does that shit in it?
I didn't check it. I'm too scared to really look in there.
Deputy. Crime scene. Get in there. Crime scene. Crime scene. Get in there. Crime scene.
I realize that she wants attention, good or bad.
I've got her working for me.
Oh yeah?
So I got her. Do you want to know about the shit thing?
Yeah. You got this shit in the bottle.
I shit in a cup.
Yeah.
And I gave it to her, and she went in there and she took it.
Oh my god. And I took the fall for it.
Yeah.
With that interview. I didn't care. Yeah.
Yeah, and we.
Even though he looked very skeptical.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, he thought he kind of like.
Sir Frank, please put creepy or weird stuff in Josie's closet. It's a gag.
Now what do?
What are you making? Yeah, I already told you what it
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just have a pencil on my face.
I got one. Wait there.
Okay.
I don't think we need like I've never heard of
You don't gotta worry about finding out.
I want to.
You gotta look nice and fresh.
Christy, you're like a all natural kind of guy. You know?
He doesn't wear socks.
Yeah.
Barefoot is legal.
Barefoot and shoes is pretty. It's a little.
Wait, you don't wear socks when you're wearing shoes?
Most time.
What? What? How is that even comfortable?
Well, over the years of not wearing them, I have developed calluses.
Yeah,
Why
but,
don't you
but,
just
but
go
it makes
full
your
barefoot?
it makes your feet smell like really bad.
Because you can still walk on glass and things like that. I just want to check your feet.
Yeah, but it makes them stink really bad when you don't wear socks. Like really bad.
And also there's benefits to being barefoot versus like wearing shoes. For example, like shoes will make your like feet like a weird shape when they're naturally supposed to be more spread
Is that what
out.
happened to you?
No, naturally your toes are supposed to be more spread out. Like
Yeah.
like that.
You look like you got that foot locker.
What's her favorite cheap keep
Oh,
My favorite cheap food. Deer.
Deer?
Deer.
There's a fucking deer, right?
No.
I actually never listened to deer.
Big mistake.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why?
Because it's really good.
My favorite GQ song is Bad Bunny.
It's a good one.
That's a song? Oh, a person.
It's a song, he's named after her. It's like a year ago, so most people don't know about it.
I don't really remember it song name. I listened to Final Bridge, album.
Frank, These people are molesting your brain and want you to play along. Please wake up.
What does that mean?
What did they say that we're
They're molesting my brain.
We're molesting his brain.
Play along. Yeah.
We're bending his brain over and giving it a good time.
I have no idea. I just ignore most of what the retards have to say. Brain regulation.
Dude, I hope they'll fix this up salsa.
Yeah, they do. They do. I'm gonna miss Simon so much. I'm gonna miss you so much, man.
Yeah. It's over for me.
He's reading the Ripley's Blue book. He's ready to go home. So
I am done.
There we go.
I mean, what could they say that would make me say, like,
Here's 20 more fish bucks.
no, I'm
Not
done
even
with
that,
this
right?
fuck. I'm done with this fuck.
You really just want $1,000.
No.
You wouldn't take home 3, 4, 5 grand?
I feel sad every time I wake up in the morning, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel stressed when I wake up too. I'm like, especially if I'm sleeping really deeply and then I forget that I'm here. And I'm like,
I just lack motivation.
hope Chip comes back soon. Yeah, for real.
Hey, buddy. You're a restaurant.
Counter.
That. Of course you'd say that.
Letty, if you were a cigarette, you would be an ultralight 6 million.
what's that?
Vance, when you run for president, say, make Letty wear a burqa, you'll win. Letty, this is Dr. Bernstein. Your human papillomavirus test is positive isolate.
What did they say?
Yeah, for sure.
They're saying I have every disease.
HPV, yeah.
I have the vaccine for that.
What is that? I don't know.
Oh, that's mine.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Is that from the toilet? What is this? What do they do with the shit?
It's a screwball in Celsius.
This?
Mix that. A little bit of the drink. 49% alcohol, you know.
So
You should have some fucking beers.
if you guys were a cigarette, what cigarette would you be?
Vance pay close attention to 2 specific snakes. Keep
Yeah,
them
like
back.
simple, smooth, not too long of a smoke, not too short, just right.
Doritos and provolone cheese on a pickle.
Sounds crazy.
For some reason,
Oh, you
I think
try.
your room smells like shit, actual
Sounds
shit.
crazy good, but it's crazy.
Yes. I'm a crazy person
Okay.
Friday food time.
You're pressing down the burger with your hand. Are you? Or are you using the bottom of a plate?
Yes. No, it's not.
Bro, he's a fork.
It's not.
He's a
Get
fork.
it on his plate. Make smash burgers. I see. No, it's not fucking else. It's the grease, dude. Chill.
That's insane.
Fucking dope.
Sounds like you, Rusty.
Talking to Vance.
Sounds like everyone here right
He's a
now.
dope.
What, jeez?
He knows what to do.
Me?
I won't get annoyed with that.
Saliva did those tights rip when you put them on your swollen diabetes legs.
They just call you saliva.
Yeah. No, I wrote them myself because I like the way it looks.
Yeah. It's like you hurt yourself. Looks like blood's flying around your nose.
that's the trap life for you.
What?
It's trap life for you. You get bugs. Go ahead.
That's trap life. We're not trapping in here. No prostitute.
That's not what the trap in a trap house means.
Yeah. Yeah. Trapping is selling drugs, bro.
Not only that, but it's also like a cheap, easy spot to live with the trash. You leave in an instant, it's rubbish. There we go.